go.
Free Palestine.
Meant to be
Free Palestine.
Yeah, free Palestine. It's a new one. Oh no, you'll be shut down for that. Twitter, you'll be gone. So let me just see, are we streaming there?
Everything's gonna crash now.
Yeah. I think it has. I think you've.
I killed it.
No, we're streaming there. Okay, so just a very, very quick recap of where we are. So we're in the middle of combat, and so yeah, hello everyone, and welcome back to Ben, and farewell, Mikey. So we can't have everybody can't be there at the same time because I don't know, the world will end.
Maybe they're the same people.
They could be the same people. For some they're all coming in tokens. So I did change after the bit of carnage with my activity last night or last week on the internet, and Twitch being going a bit mental. I got the combat tracker on this computer here now as well, so I had to set and use a new link for the combat tracker. So you should all hopefully have that. Yeah, so it's not the one it's not the tracker you would have been using. It's not the URL you were using last week. It should be it's a slightly different URL. So if you don't see the changes coming up, then that's the reason for that. So next to fight, so
the one you put in the Discord.
The one I put in the Discord this evening is the correct one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, and it changed the permanent link as well. So we're in the middle of combat, and sorry.
We can't find it.
Where in Discord is the link?
It's the. I also okay. It should be the very last. It's in the Discord folder, resources and links. It should be the very last thing down the bottom of that. There's a picture of Owlbear, and then there's improvedinitiative.com.
Okay, you find it.
Yeah, it's the very last thing. There should be 17:22 is the time we went up on.
Right, you carry on with your.
Or I can send it to you on WhatsApp if that's easier.
Yeah.
I did actually send it earlier, but I'll send it there again. I think I sent it there earlier. So copy. Right. Okay, I just WhatsApp it. Okay, so so we're in combat. Whacker had just been paralyzed by this mean-lock creature, Spider-Man baby, and Dunica got abducted by aliens. Did he? He just vanished. I looked up and he's gone. But oh, he's back again. But
he wrote in the diary again into the time travel.
Yeah. He's.
So it's fine. It's part of his charisma.
Yeah. Is Dunica dead, or is that just? No.
He's alive.
He's moving very slowly. Is that happening for you?
Slowly.
Yeah, he is.
I have a very bad reaction here, I think.
You have a very, very bad reaction to fighting. So anyway, so Whacker's paralyzed. Paralytic. Not paralytic, he's paralyzed. So he's going to die probably. And next to fight is Robin Artisan, who's up. Oh yeah, I think you do indeed. So Robin Artisan is up to fight, and where is he now? Where's he gone? Oh, he's there. He doesn't look like a token. He's on his own. No one's standing beside him. Everyone ran away from him. So with that, he is going to. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to look. What's his name in the eye? Sorry.
Ew, what's his name?
What's his name?
What is
Your
his
man.
name?
He's going to carry out a weakening gaze on the bald lad Tig. So he goes, "Look at me, boy. Look at me." So Ben, this is you need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. You're muted. Ben. Yeah. Yeah, you're unmuted.
I forgot to unmute myself. I'm just going to roll an Elba.
Yeah, wherever you want to.
I can't roll off.
Yeah, his sheet, yeah.
So.
Okay, Donica's having an issue with Discord. Maybe if you quit out and come back in, Donica. So.
Okay, so.
18.
What was the DC?
13.
It's 18 plus. Well, just okay. Yeah.
So, okay, so that didn't do anything. So with that, Robin is going to run over to here, and he is going to attack Torvi, and he's got 2 slashy claws. Attack. So I'll do the first one. So this is +6 to this. So 10. I presume that doesn't beat your armor. So I rolled. So his first one goes nowhere near you, and then he lashes out with his good hand, and he gets 16, which is probably enough. Yeah, I take it that is, yeah. So he does 1d8 plus 4. So he does 6 plus 4. He does you 10 damage, Torvi. Yeah, so that's 10 damage, and that's his go. So Torvi, it's your turn to kick the shit out of him if you want to.
Okay, yeah. Do I have my is my spear charged? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is charged. You charged it last time, yeah, I'm almost positive, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to
Stabby.
Yeah, stabby with my spear.
No.
17 plus 6, 23.
Oh, that's well good enough to do him damage.
Okay, and it's the 1d8 plus 3, isn't it?
No, I think it's a bit more than that. Are you using it as magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so attacks. Gabriel. It can be recharged when charged.
2d8 plus.
Oh, 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8. But you just can't kick it.
2d8.
2d8 plus 1. Yeah.
Seven and 4, 11.
Nice one. 11.
Oh.
11 damage to him. So yeah, he goes in. And sorry, that was magical, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then plus 3, I think.
Sorry, where did you roll? So 11. No, plus 1. 2d8 plus 1 it was. It says on your sheet.
Okay.
So you got, and Donica's trying to come back in there. 11 plus. So you did 12 damage to him. So
Yeah.
he was, that really hurts. So yeah, that really seemed to drive through.
Okay, let's do it again, but it's not magic. Or I can roll me 1d6, can I? Or not what I'm in.
No, yeah, at the end of it. So yeah, this will be a regular one.
A regular one. Okay. 14.
13, I don't think is enough. No, 13 isn't enough to get through.
Okay, and I am going to move. I know I'm going to take an attack.
You don't forget you have 2 attacks. Oh, you have? Did you not 2 attacks? Did you use your 3rd attack? You know you can use that once per rest. Did you use that last week?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I think you did, yeah.
Action storage.
Yeah. Have you used that?
No, I haven't used it yet because I don't take it when I use it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you can do that, if you want to, it's up to you. Like.
Oh yeah, okay, I will. I might as well. I don't want to lose now, have I?
Yeah. No.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. 11, so that's a no.
That's
isn't
definitely a no. Yeah.
it? Okay.
Donica, what's wrong with Donica? Donica's sending us pictures now.
Okay. Move away or stay there.
Donica's going to twitch.
Okay, can I make a quick suggestion?
Yeah, of course you. Yeah.
Should we be ripping a page out of the book?
So are you?
Because like Whacker's down.
Well, Whacker's not down. He's just paralysed.
Robin is bloodied and Yeah, well, okay, no, we'll keep going, so.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, like, you can rip a page out of the book, but certainly you'll have to go. You'll at least be going back to the start.
Okay, well, I am going to move. I know he's going to get an attack at me, but if I stay there, he's going to get 2 attacks at me. So I am going to move over to here.
Okay, Becky, he will still get 2 attacks on you.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because his attack is a multi attack. So
So just stay.
yeah, he might be dead by the time it comes around to him. Okay, so that's all you're doing. Tig, you're up.
Yeah, I would say as well. Actually, I think it's said. I'm assuming Tig took some damage, but it says on his D&D Beyond that he's HP. But Mikey said he did take some damage. But if we remember,
I don't remember him taking any damage, to be honest, without watching back last week.
So it was Adam that took the damage where they're situated.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said maybe he couldn't remember. But he said if he wanted to take some HP
No,
off.
go on anyway, because God knows.
Cool. Yeah. So Tig is gonna. He's still frenzied at the moment. So 2 attacks from extra attack, and then bonus action attack. So I'd say he's gonna go for 2 swings. He's running up behind Robin Arterson, and he's gonna try and just rabbit punch him in the back of the head.
Okay.
So
yeah.
1, 4 natural 20 on the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one is a 4. I mean, I'm gonna assume that 4 plus 7 is.
No, he's not going to get through.
11 is still a miss.
Yeah.
And then, so the 2 attacks. So the first one, okay, double damage, double dice for the crit. So that's 2d8. Just like 4 damage plus his modifier. So 4, so 8 bludgeoning damage. The first one, smacking him, and then bonus action attack. He's gonna, instead of attacking, he's going for a grapple. So that's Tig. If I have to make an athletics check, and then Robin will make an athletics check as well. So,
okay.
To see if I grapple him. So just get what's my athletics. So 15 plus 7, 22. So if Robin
Be 22.
less than 22.
Okay,
yeah,
so I'm going to be adding
22.
5. Sorry, is it 5? Yeah, sorry, 4. I'm going to be adding 4 to this. So clear that. So 4. 20.
Yeah, so just under. So okay,
Yeah.
so Robin now, so Tig has gone up behind and
Yeah, he's grappled.
delivered,
So
missed one,
Yeah.
punch, gone in for the other, and is kind of
Yeah.
grappled him. So he can still do everything.
I'm just
he
gonna-
just can't move.
I'm just going to put grappled.
Yeah.
Grappled on his net tag.
Then and then while Tig has someone grappled at the start of his turn, he can. I don't know if is it a bonus action. He can. Oh no, it's not a bonus action. He can just do 1d4 damage to someone he's grappled because he's kind of got him in a, I don't know, in an arm bar or something.
Yeah.
He's got him in like.
That's all he's doing. Yeah. Okay, so Maud Demon number 2, which is sorry, I just have to see is that one the one beside Adam? Yeah, the Maud Demon beside Adam is going to try and start bitey. So it does. Maud Demon does plus 4 to hit. So plus 4 to hit. So 19. That's that. Oh no, 9, 13. Okay, Adam, come in, Adam. Is that enough to have a look at Adam's armor class? 13 for Adam. So Adam has an armor class of 12. So Adam is going to take some damage. So it's 2d8 plus 2. So 2d8 plus 2. So there's the first d8. There's the second d8. So that is 7 damage, Adam. So I'll just write that down there. 7 damage for Adam, and Adam's currently on 18, so Adam is now on 11. So 7 for Adam. Come in, Adam. Come in, Adam. I'll WhatsApp him there. Sorry. And the Maw Demon is going to stay where it is latched onto him. So next up then is the other Maw Demon, who is over at Jim. And I think Jim is fairly is not in a good place. So plus 4 to this.
5 HP.
12 plus 4, 16. That's true, yeah. So,
Yep.
so you take 12 damage. So you're down. You're 12 damage.
Yeah. Fell down.
Yeah. So Jim is down and out. So Adam, you're up. Tell us what you want to do. He says he's going to restart. Gonna start restarting shite. Can you ring in?
Absolutely have a hammer.
Yeah, I'll ring him and see what he wants to do.
Yeah. Where's that hammer when you?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's just texted and said he's going to use the slots to heal Jim.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, he didn't see. Yeah, I was thinking. I've got so many people with D in this. Okay.
Actually, while we're doing this, I got another,
He says, "Kill the Maw Demon."
got another
He says, "Kill Maw Demon."
fancy book.
Or is that you, Becky?
Oh, you got the Raven up. I saw someone have that up on the Facebook D&D.
Yeah. Okay, so well, I could leave you on speaker here. What are you doing? Are you restarting your stuff or Discord?
Is that the Raven?
Oh, okay, it could be. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Well, you're gonna.
Luigi-
Okay,
Luigi Gordon.
so right. Okay, I'll hang up there because I can hear everyone in the background. Okay, so he wants to kill the Maw Demon. Okay, I'll let you has anyone else got his character sheet up there?
I can pull it up.
I just don't want to be making actions for you, you know. I have it up here, like action. He's got a longsword.
1 second, I'll
He's a longsword which does 1d8
Yeah.
plus 3.
or if he's 1D, I think he doesn't have a shield, does he? Because so he could do it too.
He does have a shield, but he could do it too. He's 1d10 because he was last week using a two-handed. I think he actually went with one of them. So we'll do that. Two-handed is 1d10 plus 3. So he's first of all he has to get a hit. So he's plus 3 to hit. So cancel them. So plus 3 to this is just about not, I'd say. And yeah, unfortunately, after all that excitement, he doesn't. And he only has 1 attack, doesn't he? He doesn't have anything for a second attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chewy's going to run in. Where the fuck is Chewy? Jim is down. Jim, how damaged are you?
He's 7, or he's at -7, I suppose. He's
Well, no, you're at 0, like, aren't you?
yeah. But
Yeah.
you mean, yeah.
I could get you back up.
He's down. Like he's unconscious.
He could get you back up, or he could give. Well, he's gonna go. He's gonna run into the person who befriended him first. So he runs over to you, Torvi, and he's going to do his dog slobber. So, and I think the dog slobber is 1d4. So he is going to spells. What's that spell? It says cantrip 1d4. So he does. Oh, for fuck's sake! 1 HP back to Becky. You obviously haven't fed a dog in a while. And he's going to take a second action, because he can do a bonus action, and he's going to do magic missile. So he's going to do 1 into the Maw Demon Sorry, 2 into the Maw Demon beside Jim and 1 into the Maw Demon beside Adam, okay? So these are the first 2 into the one by Jim. So he does 3. So it's 4. That's 7 damage into that one. And into the one beside Adam takes 2 damage. So let me just put that in. 7 and 2. So 7 and 2. 7 into the Maw Demon. Oh, okay. So the Maw Demon beside Jim. Hey, the Maw Demon beside Jim dies, disintegrates, and just as a pool of nothingness. So he's dead. That Maw Demon's dead, and the Maw Demon over beside Dunica takes a bit of damage, not a huge amount, but takes.
Yeah.
Zero takes that amount of damage. Okay, so that's Chewy done. Sorry, Jim, your death save.
Yep. Let me see. 7, 1 fail.
Okay, Chewy has a fail, or Jim has a fail. Whacker, you're paralyzed, so you can so paralyzed creatures incapacitated, can't move or speed. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage in attack that if this creature is at a critical if the attacker is within 5 of the creature. But you can try and roll. Can't you? I presume to get out of that.
Yeah, some sort of save.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever the.
It's a spell I take.
The same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever
So,
the DC was.
I'm just gonna give it up to who cast that there. Actions.
Yeah, it's usually the end of the turn. So usually it'll be like you can save against it, but you'll lose your turn.
Yeah, well that's it. Your turn is out of it. So I'm just reading what the was to what you need to get. Sorry. What the fuck is that counter? Okay, so yeah, you can try a wisdom. Wisdom, yeah, and you're a wisdom save on the front page, and you're looking at 11. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're no longer paralyzed, but unfortunately that was your go.
Oh, okay.
Which is better because everything you would have been getting the shit kicked out of you. Okay, so the mean lock is going to so that's your go. Next up is the mean lock, and the mean lock is going to attack you. 2d4. So it's +4 to hit. So +4 to hit. So 12, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that does 16 damage, or not 16 damage, sorry, and it does 2d +4 slashing. 1, 2. So that's going to do 6 damage to you.
Right.
And its claws have a paralytic fluid in them, so you have to do a Constitution saving throw, and you're looking for 11 again.
Constitution saving. No, 10.
Oh. So you're paralyzed again. So
Keep it quiet.
You're
You can't be melted out. Paralyzed.
yeah, it's the quietest Whacker has ever been. So that was the mean luck who's not staying there. Robin is going to look around at Tig, and he is going to try his withering stare. So you need to make a, was it strength or constitution? I think it was a strength one. DC 13 constitution save throw when, please.
Withering look, is
It's
that
withering.
when he just look it up?
It's one of them when it was owl ones give you a look.
Oh, Jesus
Down.
Christ. My +5 con save has not helped me because that's a natural one.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, I'm only going to take half damage from any attacks you do with strength because of that. So I'm going to do 2 claw attacks at you. So +6. I actually used it on Adam last week and it was pointless because he doesn't do anything with strength. So 17, I presume that goes through. So
Yeah, he's 14.
1d8. So that is plus 4 is 6 damage. And then the second attack
Yeah.
is definitely true. And 1d8 plus 4. So he does another 6 damage.
Okay.
So that's Robin.
Release the tar from the raid.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Okay, Torvi, you're back.
Oh shit, is it me?
Yeah, it's you. I'd say kill that fucker, Robin.
I'm gonna try and charge up the spear. Oh, 6!
Excellent. Okay, yeah, you're in. You fucking rolling 6s to beat the band on that charging.
Or just came out and 6 and charged it.
Yeah. So
2d8.
plus 1.
Come on. Oh, I never hit the end. I never threw it. I never
The attack.
did the attack. Sorry, I got.
Oh yeah, you got a bit excited. Yeah. Okay.
So, got away and I do the attack.
Try the attack first.
In the head, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's done. Reality, I'm like.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. What's that? 15.
No. So if first one doesn't go through. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me just check. No, sorry. No, it doesn't do.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, go on. Yeah. No, that didn't go through.
Oh, sake.
Oh, 16. So the second one, the non-magical one, goes through. So you're
Okay.
1d8 damage.
Eight.
So, and as you stick it in non-magically, he just... And then just seems to just slump forward and just slides back down the spear towards you. And as he's sliding down it, this portal to hell opens up underneath him. And this hole in the ground, and he just drips off your spear into it. And as it closes up around him, and a little poof of smoke comes up. And...
Oh, down.
and he's gone.
I grab it, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No one say I can't grab it back out of him before he...
Oh no, yeah, he fell off it. He didn't take his spear with you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
no.
weight of him went forward. He fell down now. So yeah.
I thought it was on as well.
Yeah.
Taking... Go into the hellhole after him.
Yeah. That's the next adventure after this, the Black Pig. It's going into hell after Robin Artisan. Okay, so yeah, so right, where were we? After that bit of excitement. Okay, Whacker or Torvi, you can move if you want to.
Oh yeah, okay, so I'll go over to help Adam.
Okay.
Here.
Right, it's you.
Okay, Tig.
He'll go up to Whacker, to the mean lot.
And whack it in the back of the head, I
now,
presume.
Is he doing half damage?
No, it was only on Robin.
Thing as well, or is it to Robin?
No, it was just to Robin.
It's on Robin. Cool. So yeah, he's just gonna go attacks on this one with the action, and the other with the bonus action.
Yeah.
So just double check, is it +7? So 17 + 7.
Oh yeah, that's well. Yeah. So yeah, he connects.
Yeah.
He's solid connection.
First one.
As he fucking headbutts him.
Second one is 6 + 7, 13.
13 damage or
No, sorry, the second one's a 13
No.
to hit.
No, it doesn't go through.
Didn't, and then the third one is 15 to hit.
Yeah, that goes through. So you've 2 hits. So bang, bang, and the headbutt missed.
So 2d8 plus 8 plus 12, I think. So check rage damage should be +2.
Okay, so as the first fist connects with him, his head
12.
his head just gets knocked off sideways and lands on the rack beside him and just drips down off the edge of it. So he's gone. You'd fuck all health left he had. Even you did some. You gave him an awful kicking in the door before he even got into the room.
Yeah.
So most of his damage was done when Dunica. Aritison's one, when Dunica incapacitated him last week, took most of his damage, and the Meanlock when he got trapped. That's why he teleported out of there. That was Tig done. Maw Demon.
You'll move another 10 feet closer to them.
Okay.
To them because he's got 40 foot away.
The Maw Demon is latched, oblivious to all this, is latched on to Adam, and this is +4 to hit. So 12. I don't think that gets your armor class, does it, Dunica?
Armor class is 12.
It's 12. Okay, meets it, beats it. So 2d8 plus 2. So 2d8 plus 2. You're taking damage. So 1 and 9, 11 damage.
Okay.
11 damage. And that's all that Maw Demon does. And the other Maw Demon's gone. So Chewie's going, Adam, you're up with your big sword.
No, I have my...
Or whatever you want to do.
Well, the last thing was my spiritual weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Drawn out. I don't think that's concentration, is it?
No, it's not,
No,
no.
it's not concentration. Yeah. So that's my lightsaber. So I'm holding the hilt of my lightsaber and my spiritual...
Glow. Afterglow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having missed last time, I'm taking a step back.
Yeah.
Wow, and then going it again. And rolling the big dice and getting fucking 11.
And the little Maw Demon looks up at you, and you could almost swear it was laughing at you.
I'm shouting at him though.
Yeah.
Really loud.
Yeah. Well, that has done. Let me see, 0 hit points damage to shouting.
That's right.
Adam
I'll try to
looking
get
down,
next.
Okay.
looking down at the Maw Demon. I have the high ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chewie is going
I'm
to.
gonna finish this encounter quickly. Let's claim I have the high ground. I cannot be beaten.
Yeah.
Disregarding all further lore.
Chewie runs over to do healing to. Just one of them. 1. Jesus Christ, Chewie's great at rolling ones. So 1 hit point back to you, Jim. So you're stabilized and have a hit point. So, and with that, it's now your turn.
Just wake up.
So, what happened? Where are they all gone?
Yeah, as Chewie's licking his face. Oh, he'll hop off and it's like, oh, thank you. Get off me, you great big mutt. And scratch him behind the ear. And get up and seeing that Artisan's gone and the Meanlock's gone. Cuffed. You told dead on the Maw Demon, so DC, just double check, DC 15 Wisdom save.
And I think the Maw Demon is -1 on Wisdom. Wisdom. Yeah, -1 on Wisdom. So this is -1. Oh yeah, 17.
Oh damn. Yeah, well.
Okay, so someone else's turn. So Whacker, do you want to?
He's still groggy. So
Whacker, do you want to run over and save the day and kill the last Maw Demon? Sorry, you broke up there.
Am I still unconscious or?
Oh no. You're fine because the effect of him vanished when he vanished.
Okay. Okay. Just bring me over where I have it here.
Oh, well, you won't get that far. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You'll get to about there. That's okay. You can still see him. You get him without.
Okay. So I'm taking it up with the musket.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, that shot shoots out, and the shot rings out in a Dublin sky, and the projectile is heading directly at the Maw Demon. But how much damage will it do?
So I need to, remember you were saying,
Oh, yeah.
I need to do a saving throw to make sure I don't get a misfire.
No, that's only if you miss, if the shot doesn't go off. It's if you fail to hit, when you pull the trigger, that's when you do to see has the projectile done damage to the barrel. So that hasn't happened, so you just do your damage now. Oh no, don't say this is gone again. I'm back, yeah. Sorry, so you don't have... Donnacha's gone, though.
Down there, Phil. Everybody went.
Yeah. I tell you, Vodafone. Sorry, no, you don't have to do the saving throw because you didn't have a misfire. You're round connected, so that's fine. So just do your damage.
Oh, 7.
It's more than that. It doesn't do 1d4. It does more than that, surely.
That's what's in the D&D profile.
Let me have a look. There's no way a musket will do that little damage. Hang on a second. Let's have a look.
Descriptions when the damage is 1d4 plus 3 per shot.
No, that's the Derringer, you dope. That's the Derringer is 1d4. The musket is 1d12 plus 3.
It's worse.
1d5. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're not very good at the old shooting, eh? 5. Okay, well look, 5 is 5.
Bullets, I hit him.
You hit him, yeah, that's the main thing. So you're going to use your bonus action. Oh, no, hang on a second. It's a non-magical weapon and it's in melee, so you get your 3d6.
Okay, so I get that.
Yeah, after all that, you got to do it. So you roll 3 1s now. 3d6, 11. So you do 11 damage with your sneak attack, which is a bit more acceptable. 11. Okay, it's still going. It's fucking starting now at this stage though. It's losing some of its teeth. You blew some of its teeth out with it with that shot. Okay, Torvi.
Okay. Oh, I just rolled me 1d6. I doubt if I do it again. Shut up. No, 1.
Okay.
So I'm just going to attack it as standard.
You can't now recharge until you have a long rest.
Yeah.
Or short rest.
Yeah. As standard now, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
10. No, unfortunately, that doesn't do it. But you have a second attack, yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
14. No, 14 is okay for the Maw Demon. So yeah, the second one you actually managed to skewer it as a dodge. The first one, it fell back onto the blade.
Okay, and it's 1d8.
Yeah.
4.
4. That's so you do 4 damage. So yeah, it's limping. It looks like it's got a sore paw, but it's still witches. Tig, you're up.
Yeah, I think Tig's just gonna run up into the hang on, I can get around there.
You can get there, yeah.
Yeah, with his 40, and he's just gonna unload on this thing to try and kick its head in. First one, 9 plus 7.
Yeah,
16.
That's good enough, yeah.
Okay, so just do damage, so 4 plus 6, 10 damage.
What are you hitting with your hands, or you're kicking it, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, well, you probably kick it because...
Okay.
You know.
As you kick it, you dislodge some of its teeth and drive it back down its throat, and it starts choking on it. So unless you want to do a Heimlich maneuver and save it, it's going to suffocate to death. So as you stand around looking at it, it's and dies.
Sorry.
So it's dead. So you've killed the Maw Demons. Eventually, the Maw Demons were harder to kill than the fucking the CO rating 5 beasts. But anyway, there you go. So that's it. Yeah, you're battered and bruised.
Yes.
Well,
Triumph.
we go back to the pub to get a rest. Adam's pub, coffee shop, I mean.
I can do some healing.
Oh, and
okay.
it's the harp thing here.
Well, I don't know. You have to look for it. Have a look.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
We'll do a bit. I can do a bit of healing. I'm good for these spells. That's.
Oh.
I think we all need a bit of healing.
Yeah.
So, okay, I got level 3.
Oh, okay. Look, no spoilers, but there's no point in doing any healing. So as you look around, you notice a piece of timber on the wall that it looks very familiar to you and has the Celtic runes like on the other part of the harp that you found. So if as Jim wants to investigate it or whatever, Jim wanders over, Torvi wanders over, and you suddenly realise there's you didn't notice it before when Artisan was there, but there's like a subharmonic resonance being given out by it. It's sort of like a throbbing
What does that look
sound.
like?
It sort of looks like the sound of cabbage is what it looks like. So
And what does it smell like? Or is there any smell or sound?
It smells, and at first it's quite fragrant, but then it's actually a bit like vomit. Smells nice at first, but then afterwards you're regretting you didn't get that close to it. So the other parts of the harp that you have seem to be
Jelly, so cinnamon jelly bean.
Yeah. So the other parts of the harp in your bag, Adam, sorry, you've got the strings, and I can't remember who has the other bit of the harp. I think it's Whacker, but they're starting to vibrate as well in unison. So you think you found the harp, the bit.
Okay.
So
when we put that in the bag, I'll give it to whoever's carrying the rest of the harp.
Yeah, you certainly can.
So you pull that down off the wall. I can't put my arms up.
So it's in. We'll say it's in the bookcase over here beside Torvi and that. It's in that sort of thing.
Okay.
Is there anything else of interest in the room?
Well, where roughly? Yeah. Well, okay. At the table that you're standing on, you notice there are some. Looks like sort of technical drawings, and you recognize one of the pictures on it is your one's watch that you've been. Now remember, this is the 1300s, so it is. You saw her actually using the watch in 1899. So it looks like the plans for the watch go back quite far, and you can see in it that there is a they've been experimenting, and they've been using chemicals to put into it, which they extract from the gland at the base of the brain. That they were, and the drawing is they were extracting that from the kids. So they were. So that's what they were doing to the cleverer children. They were extracting this from, is it the pituitary gland, whatever the name of the gland is, the base that regulates growth. So that's what they've been extracting, and there's in the book as well. You can see there's other plans that they've been doing other experiments with with this gland. So
I'll pocket it anyway. I'll pocket this stuff. Pocket the book.
Yeah, you can do, yeah. So you feel that this was their plans for their watch that they'd started way back then. And she didn't have it, if you remember, she didn't have it working in the 1860s, but she did by 1899, so whatever advancements there had been in watch child gland fluid in the 1870s obviously came to fruition. Apart from that, there's the bags beside Torvi, there's bits of bones of kids that you can see the table there beside Whacker with the blood on it. They were obviously extracting the glands and the bits of the bodies, and it looks like an awful lot of the bones and the meat had been separated. And if you had gone into the shop downstairs, you would have seen that they would have been supplying those bags to the shop that was producing a lot of the foodstuffs.
Did find these places.
Yeah, they always are. So it looks like it's quite a morbid sort of place that they were experimenting on kids, extracting stuff from their brains and selling on the remains of them in meat dishes around Dublin.
But I throw the dog bone.
Yeah.
Morbid, not a bad word.
Well, it was
Yeah.
it was a depressing week for me. So
Yeah.
so yeah, to be honest, you've fairly much done what you've come here to do.
Yeah.
So, and obviously you're going to be going back at some stage into the future where you won't be able to rest. So I presume you're going to do your
Long rest.
stay your bit of time here,
Yeah.
and you can. So if you want to have, I'm just going to run downstairs and grab a beer. So if you want to have a chat about what little notes you can tell me you want to do in the 1300s, there, have a chat amongst yourselves for the week or 2 weeks you're there. I'll just say one thing to you. You know from your book that the two places left are the 70s and the 80s, and last week you said you wanted to go to the 80s.
Let's go to the 70s.
Yeah, I actually have the 70s ready because I had the fucking 70s ready first. Well, I have the start of the 70s ready. So you wanted to go to the 70s or 80s, you can go to either of them. Obviously, we're going to be going back to Cabinet. So if there's anything you want to do, what we'll do is you can level up as well. You don't have to do it before. What starts off happening in the 70s and the 80s, it won't matter much if you haven't leveled up. So if you want to do that at the end of tonight's session, you can level up to level 6. So I'm just going to grab a beer, have a quick chat there, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
It's the long rest.
Sorry, I have to get my glass.
Long rest.
We would say we're here for 2 days.
Yeah.
And just collect them.
There you go, long rest. Okay, I think I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that on? Fire.
Yeah. I'd say, I don't know, do we want to do
How do
anything
you-
in particular in the Middle Ages? I think Jim's gonna, if we ever make it out of here and he gets, whether he goes back to being a con man and a wizard, he'll probably try and take some creepy looking stuff,
Yeah.
props.
You take some of those
After that.
potions and shit off that table because you'd be wondering what the hell
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not. When we go to the 70s or the 80s, I mean, you got a musket whacker, but we could get a proper gun somewhere in the 70s. Yeah.
You could sell them as antiques.
Anyone?
Oh,
Yeah,
where in
so-
Ireland in the 70s and 80s would there be a lot of firearms?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be antiques at that stage, wouldn't they?
I was saying to because I don't know if you were watching on Twitch, Donica, but I got actually got it in other realms. I had someone pick it up for me, but I got the Ravenloft book. New one in the alternate copy. Yeah.
Any good?
Pretty good job. I haven't had a chance to look through it fully, but I looked at some of the monsters and
That's
stuff.
Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
Yeah. Because it's both. I mean, I need to properly look at it. But it's supposed to be good. There's good monsters and stuff in it. There's the Were Raven, which is is there actually a stat block for that in the Curse of Strahd?
Yeah, there is. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Well, actually, just
Yeah.
What did you decide to do?
not a whole lot, to be honest.
I couldn't think of anything in particular. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anything now. Jim might get some, maybe, because he'd have to go to Dublin Castle, let's say, to get creepy. He might look for little trinkets and things that'd be good for his act.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
Well, he does have a genuine interest in that, that kind of stuff, so he might even just get it for himself.
Well, you don't have to specify. If you want to do anything about it. Did Wacker go back and get his wines out of the culvert?
He did, yeah.
Okay, so if you want to rip the page out of the book, okay. And we're obviously before you, anyway, you don't have to decide to go 1984, you're going to go back to Cavanagh. So, as per usual, you suddenly, as you rip the page out of the book, are you going to still run Tig, Jim, or Ben, or do you want to leave him out till next week?
Yeah, I will, yeah.
You will run him?
No, I mean, I will, yeah, because
Okay.
I mean, if Mikey should be
Yeah, I know. I meant we could work him back into it anyway. So the tour bus pulls up as usual and says, okay now, and here's where we are for Kavanagh's, and those with you with the green tickets are getting points, and those with you the blue tickets, you get they're for the joints in the coffee house. So and remember, hurry along now. After this, we're off to the 40 steps to visit the location of the murderous child killer, Whacker Stone. Okay, off with you now. And remember, you can leave your stuff on the bus if you want to.
Leave your stuff on the bus.
You can leave your stuff on the bus, yes, young man.
Okay, that's good. It's good to know that.
So, leaving your stuff, and it's as usual, it's raining.
Oh, yeah, leaving my stuff on the bus. I never trusted him in a million years, but I still have it.
Yeah. And
he's just looking at me, he's like, did you say the joints isn't in the coffee shop?
so you go in the door, as usual, the kids are outside singing or chanting their little nursery rhymes about Whacker Stone, he won't leave his kids alone, and all that, etc., etc. And from last time, and in you go to and there's your points there up on the fucking counter. Too many pictures now to be choosing.
If you mind if I charge my phone behind the counter.
No, charge your phone away. Have you got a charger, or do you need a charger?
And then I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and take some bog roll.
Yeah.
Can I have your best whiskey, please?
You can have a bottle. That'll be €28, please.
There you go.
That's ladies. Surely it's pound.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. Sorry. 28 punts. Sorry. Thank you. 28 fucking
What?
greenish shekels.
Yeah, what did we do?
Would you like some crisps?
We had
Would you?
Modern times.
Would you like some crisps?
Yeah, I'll have a bag of crisps.
Yeah, it's 2022, but there is a good point. A bag of crisps. Cheese and onion crisps. They were made in Coolock down the road. They were invented.
You can see this farmer getting a punch in the face.
Okay, so there's some space in the back if you want to go in and sit down, because it gets a bit crowded here with these old tour bus crowds. And the smoking room's around the back.
What time is it, by the way?
What time?
Yeah.
It's about, I think, about 4 o'clock. I think we'd said it was. Is this a trick question?
Any hardware store nearby that I could buy my luminous green spray paint?
Any which? Hardware shop?
Stores.
Yeah, there is. There's a centre. Yes, young man. There's a centre around the corner, and there's a Deals opposite there, which is about a 5-minute walk.
I won't make it in time, will I?
You'll have about an hour before the end of the world.
I just want to get the spray paint can, if I can get the luminous, because I want
Do
to
you know what?
paint my luminous yellow or green.
Do you know what? He wanders off behind the bar, and he goes into, there's a door behind it where the cellar is. And he comes out and he goes, oh look, look, there you go. That's one of the nephews was over, and I took this off him because he was spraying out the back. So there you go. There's a kind of luminous spray paint.
That's brilliant. Perfect. Thank you very much for that.
Okay, so Jack is in the corner as per usual, and he goes, well, he says, there was much rejoicing in the other world, he says, and Morgana is marginally impressed with you. That she said you didn't make complete bollocks of it. So which is great praise from her. So so well, and to be honest, we didn't think you were going to get this far. So so here we are. Now it does get a bit harder from now, because you've got all the bits of the harp and our little timeline. We knew where the harp was, so it was resonating in time, but sure, we don't anymore. So and did you find anything else? Any notes or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to show you what I found for the watch.
Okay, so you hand that over to him, and he starts rifling through, and he goes, yeah, he said, so yeah, we thought something like this. So now he says, this will be quite fortuitous. She has some mechanism that she's able to alter the passage of time. It can speed up or slow down time. So that's probably something that you'll need to get at some point, because you've only got an hour to get over to the other side of the city and kill your Mungander. So it'll be a bit pushed in the traffic on a Friday's evening traffic. So that's probably something you need to get, and we found reference to this in the 70s. But the other thing you need to do is you need to get the harp reassembled by a master musician, and a magical master musician. And we've located, we think, one of them in around 1984. So you'll have to go back to 84 to rebuild the harp, and you'll need to go to the 70s to get the watch.
His name Bono.
Magical musician. Yeah, does he wear a stupid pair of sunglasses?
I'm sorry, in the book, all the drawings are in the book that you've been given. And I don't know, and as badly and all as they were drawn, I don't know if any of them had any resemblance to Bono.
Elvis.
That was this.
He lives.
Yeah. Elvis isn't much of a musician. He just rips off black people's songs. So so yeah, there's not much now, and I'm sorry, but we really don't have much information because you have the harp, and it's a bit vague. The recent history's in flux all the time. So yeah, so you'll need to find in the 80s. You'll need to find the musician, the magical musician, and reassemble the harp, and or go to the 70s.
So where do you want to go?
And he says now it's an unusual day. He says that time now that's sticking out is there was the arrival of Thatcher into Dublin Castle, which is on the page there. I've written it down as the same day as Bono's in the court cases against you and your island. So I don't know if they're linked or have anything to do with it, but there was a lot of stuff happening on that day, and also there was. One of the smaller of the Navy's ships was being launched. Was being named that day. The Elietna was being named up in Dublin, but that could be just coincidence. It's one of the smaller boats they have.
Nothing particularly happened at that launch. We want to go to it.
And there were some nice pubs as well around in the 80s. There's plenty to do in the fucking 80s.
We should probably go to 70s then. Which would be the most important to get, do you reckon, the watch?
You're going to have to do both of them.
I think we're going to have to do the 80s because he's been prepping for that all week.
Yeah.
The old lad. Does it make any difference what order we do those things to complete it? You know, or are we good?
Time is a funny thing, and stuff that you do in one time won't be there when you're just in the next one, and that might hinder you or that might help you.
Yeah, but if we go to the 70s, we might affect what happens in the 80s. At least if we go to the 80s, we'll look up what happens in the 70s.
Okay, go to the 80s. Just
Okay.
because
That's
I
right.
want it to be nice.
Do you want to ask me anything else about those days? About the day?
Yeah, well, if we're going to the 80s,
Yeah.
and we're going to be in around the areas that we're always in, are they open to the public at that time? You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously Dublin Castle would normally be, but Thatcher is meeting. She's meeting the king in the what would have been in Dublin Castle, in the throne room of Dublin Castle.
Is meeting who?
Yeah.
The king.
The king.
Yes, the king.
You can?
Sorry, what king? The king of the Gaels.
Something happened in the past.
What did we fuck up?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the king of the girl's name?
The king of the Gaels, and he points up. There's a picture on the wall there, and he goes, "The king of the Gaels. Sure, you're Irish. You should know. Everybody knows. I mean, he's a very powerful man there." As he's pointing up, would you fucking give me a second?
We have a fucking royal family.
He goes, "Yes, the king of the Gaels is Patrick O'Neill."
Okay.
Okay, that's it. We're letting Jormungandr finish it off.
Yeah.
Clean slate. We should
Let's
have
just turn the harp.
Sorry? I'm just looking for the picture back to the pub.
Doesn't sit burn up.
Yeah. So the castle would normally be open, but not today because Thatcher's in it, going up to.
Does the king have his own army?
Well, I mean, like he's the head of the Celtic nations.
So what sort of defences would he have around him?
Oh well, he'd have. I mean, there'd be soldiers, and I don't know, there'd be probably air support. I mean, this is the 80s. It wouldn't be now as advanced as it is nowadays. I don't really know. I mean, I don't know what sort of, but they would have had some. There would have been a fair bit of protection, like.
And
when you say nation,
how many nations?
Well,
does that include Scotland?
Well, Scotland. I don't know where Scotland is. There's Scotia, which is to the north of England.
I know what I'm going to do.
Cumbria.
I'm going to go to
and
bar.
Brittany.
I'm going to get my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to type in "Reeling in the Years 1984."
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to quickly put that up on the thing and watch it and get a little recap for all of us. So what do we see on Reeling in the Years 1984?
It was never made. It was never made. The series wasn't made.
Great show.
Oh, okay, so right. Okay, so
go back.
Yeah. So Jack tells reeling in the reeling in the years doesn't work, but you do find a documentary on the timeline, and it would appear that in the 1330s something happened in Dublin and it caused Christianity. Basically, there was discovered that the church, a bishop by the name of Artisan, was killing kids and selling them off, and it had been quite a wide-scale operation going on for many years, and most of the food stuff from Dublin, the meats that they had been killing, using on these kids, had built up quite a large empire. And it sort of threw a bit of turmoil, the city into turmoil, and there was a bit of, they hung most of the priests up around that part of the Liberties, and as a result there was the Christian emancipation, where anybody who was deemed to be a Catholic well, there was no Protestants at the time, a Christian, was basically couldn't get work and was pilloried. And the Celtic religion started coming back very strong. So Ireland then was sort of the major Celtic nation, and it formed links with Scotland, Scotia and Cumbria. And they basically spread and linked back up all, like the Isle of Man, Brittany. So all these nations sort of linked up as quite a large powerhouse.
So would it be like the kind of like the Celtic nations in, as we were describing in our time, so like Scotland, Wales,
Scotland, Scotia, yeah. Cumbria is Wales,
Isle
yeah.
of Man.
Yeah, Isle of Man, Brittany, and even parts of down towards most of the North Brittany, but there was also then likes of the Basque region and that. So it's quite a powerful.
Spain, isn't it?
Yeah. So one of the dominant players in what then became the EU. So that's where you are, and there is a figurehead in charge. There is a royal family, but a Celtic one.
And where does England stand? Are England in or out of the state?
There's a bit of it, and Jack is a bit of it sad. There was a lot of persecution and oppression of the of England, and there has been an independence for England has been grown, because it's basically surrounded on 3 sides by the Celtic nations, and they've been annexing lands for a long time. So this poor working class woman, who is the daughter of a greengrocer by the name of Thatcher, has risen to power, and she's very left of the middle of the road, very working class woman, and basically they've led a big mission to Dublin to seek freedom and independence from the Irish state, or the Celtic nations. So she's gone into Dublin Castle to basically plead her case for her poor people who are starving.
I just gotta run to the loo there for 1 second, but I'd just like to say I'll be rolling up a new character, because even if she is very left wing and is a big Labour support, I think Jim is gonna kill himself at the thought of having to be on the same side as Thatcher as a Scotsman. So
Yeah.
What's it? No.
Well, is it
Sorry,
what?
a second, just gonna-
The Glaswegians are the biggest share. They've taken out. They've annexed most of Leeds at this stage.
Yeah.
So that's the story with. So that's where you are. So yeah.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that universe. Build a time machine so we can go back and do all of that, will you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get on it straight away. So yeah. So that's your reeling in the years.
Okay.
So still 70s or 80s.
80s.
Okay.
Yeah, well then,
And do we have money? Do we have punts on us? Is that the coinage? What's the coinage in the 80s in this nation's country now?
Well, in the 80s, they would have had punts. They would have had the Irish punts, but they did the timeline. Apart from the reversal, Ireland is more European focused because there is a lot of EU nations in this Celtic thing.
Okay.
So they still joined the euro. So it's euros and where you are now in 2022. But Jack says no, that wouldn't have been the currency in '84. So yeah, you'll probably need something. You'll need to get some of the currency.
Barman has any old note stuck on his bar. You know where you normally stick all the weird notes on the bar. Place where we can change our money into punts.
Well, apart from there's maybe one punt stuck on the bar with a thumbtack. You're not going to get to it. You're not going to get to you're not going to get to I don't know, a coin shop or whatever. You don't have the time.
Euro to time travel.
No, you still have your gold on you.
Right, we be grand. So we're loaded.
Now, obviously, if you decide to get the 48 to Finglas or the Cabra or somewhere, you're not going to be able to give the guy gold. But if you have gold, you have your. I presume you have your gold from.
Been on a bit of gold.
Yeah.
Surely he'll take gold.
Sorry.
Surely he'll take gold.
Yeah, a little fucking.
Go ahead, the 80s.
Go ahead, yeah.
Go ahead on the
Yeah,
80s.
45 or yeah, 50. Go ahead.
ahead.
So the other thing, sorry, was there one other thing? No, can't remember what it was.
Well, you better fucking tell us before we leave.
No, it was something. No, it was just something minor. It just popped into my head there and it's popped out again. No, can't remember what it was. So yeah, so that's the crack.
Okay.
What was it? There was something.
Star Wars made in the 80s in this
No,
universe.
77.
Return of the Jedi was 80.
New Hope was 1977.
Yeah.
Return
Yeah, I
of
was
the
going to
Jedi
say
was
77.
No, 77 was New Hope. 2 years later maybe was Empire Strikes Back, and I don't know. Sometime Return of the Jedi I think was 81. Was it 83? Was it that late?
Yeah, which means I'm going to be buying up all the toys. They're worth a fortune.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big
Turbo.
question.
Actually, back
Good
oh,
question.
too early. No, is it? It's 84, and what is it? 70.
In fact, it was May 25th. There were only 2 days from the anniversary.
Okay.
Return of the Jedi.
No.
Okay.
You're on the 4th of December. 84 is where you're going to.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but surely the toys will still be in the shop.
Christmas. It's coming up to Christmas. Yeah, of course they were. Yeah.
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 You want to be quick.
You have to go to Cleary's.
It's going to be harder than killing a bunch of more demons and
They're not going to be. They're not going to be in the shops. They'll be underneath people's Christmas trees, so I know where to go to get them.
Yeah. Or you just go to Cleary's.
on the drink.
Yeah.
Is it what year in the 70s? Because it's 84 and then
77.
77.
Oh,
Oh,
so
so
New Hope is just released. Yeah. Elvis dies. New
and
Hope.
I forget what they call them. Something backs. There's the original line of the New Hope, like Star Wars action figures from Kenner, and they're worth a lot, I think. So if in the 70s,
Yeah, we get the original ones.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
look,
But
you can get your shopping list organised.
they
Now-
pushed them out really
See,
quick.
Adam isn't too up to speed on a New Hope, so he'd be
Okay.
like buying the Jawas maybe.
Right.
They might
Yeah.
sell well.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like Jar Jar.
Yeah.
What are these?
Something like Jar Jar, yeah, that's what he really wants, and maybe the Jawas or the Jar Jar of New Hope, which is what everyone wants.
Well, you can get when you go back to the 70s, you'll be able to get the rubber shark from Jaws as well. Anyway, look, come on, rip the fucking page out of the book, will you?
Okay,
I'm going to get the character. And yeah.
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 So wait.
We're off to the pub.
They're off to the pub. Okay, so you are going. I'm just looking for the right map, because I have so many maps in the 80s. And don't forget, have a look at the little sheet if you can on the Discord, the page of the book while I'm loading this up there.
I've tried to bluff me away enough at this stage. Where the frick are these messages on Discord? I'm just not getting...
Okay, do you see up above voice channels, there's text channels, and there's one called general, and then there's one called resources and links.
Oh, yeah.
If you click on resources and links, yeah, and up about... Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
So...
What page are we looking at?
So you're looking at, well, I mean, there's not much on it, but there is one of the pages there is, it is a picture of the forecourts, and there's a tube station circle up the top, and there's a picture of the cathedral, the church part of Dublin Castle. And it says 5 p.m.
Yeah, Thatcher arrived too.
Thatcher, something,
Yeah.
Castle.
Arrives. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily, not necessarily any relevance.
So we're going to kill Thatcher, are we?
Well, it's up to you. Well, I had you. Well,
It does.
see, you weren't meant to know. I didn't think you'd ask about. I wasn't sure you'd ask about what was going on, and you went down the road of actually asking him, so he told you. So it was more a case that I thought you'd just go and kill Thatcher for the sake of it because she was in Dublin. But
Jim, 100%, all his spell slots.
yeah.
Dong.
So sorry, I just want to see this. So you should see yourselves now. Is there a map come up there? Junction.
Yeah.
Okay, so where you are is you're at the junction of Georgia Street and Dame Street. You're actually standing on a bit of waste ground right beside the Why Go Bald sign. You know the Why Go Bald? You know the yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly where you are. So you're near the Stag's Head.
Let's go to George.
Yeah. Well, the George wasn't open then, but TJ's was.
And Rainbows was where the gays went in the 80s.
Rainbows. I thought it was TJ's. Rainbows on Dame Street is there. I actually have Rainbows there. So yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it. I couldn't remember the name of it. Rainbows beside it near the Olympia. Yeah. I couldn't remember. I thought it was TJ's for some fucking reason. TJ's was a pizza place. That was it. Anyway, so yeah, you can go to Rainbow. Rainbows is just there. You see where there's a rainbow color flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Rainbows is. So yeah, that's. Sorry.
That was the oak tree. That's the oak. That's where I used to drink.
Yeah. Look, it's not this. The map isn't to scale, okay? And some things are compressed together. It's not exactly where stuff was. I didn't. So yeah. So yeah. So that's where you are. You're at the junction there by the Why Go Bald. Rainbows. I couldn't fucking remember. That was another pub. Couldn't remember.
You should have said it was the gay bar. I would have known.
Yeah, but see, you're giving too much away. Okay, so.
Okay, so the thing is just literally 2-minute walk here.
We have kind of made me think about the fact that we have weapons and stuff like that on us now in the 80s.
Do we still own a bar in the 80s anywhere? Our ancestors are at?
I don't know how. I don't. So Dublin Castle is this way. You've no way of knowing on whether Adam's relations still own the pub that he set up. How many 800 years before?
That would have been the kids that we saved, because we would have left the bar to those two kids.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that because he set up the first coffee shop, back in the 1300s, that they said we'd vouchers for joints at the coffee shop. So I assume there's a lot of kind of Amsterdam style coffee shop.
Well, Amsterdam sort of has modelled itself on Dublin. I mean, obviously, if cannabis if cannabis was legal in the 1300s before alcohol really was, then it's going to be much more front and centre than even more so then. So yeah. So you do notice looking around. You do notice the signs. There's like signs for Guinness, and there's Moss Isley joints, and there is hill hill variety of cannabis. So there is like there's Guinness logos, and there's other hash plant manufacturers signs up on the walls, and obviously no one's paying any real attention to it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think we should try and go somewhere. Is there a hotel anywhere near where we can go and get a room and we can leave some of our weapons since we're laden down with them?
Yeah, I mean, like there is hotels, but as you're standing there, you do notice the street has been there is no traffic on the street, and if you look down the street towards Trinity direction, so if you're looking down towards this sort of way, and the Dublin Castle's that way, you do notice there's those the barriers for people that you'd have up at parades and that. So there's stuff like that, and you do notice there's people with placards of, Free Little Britain and all this sort of stuff going around the stuff.
Does it look like it's still pedestrian movement? We can still walk.
Oh yeah, there's people walking, and there's as you're looking around, there's people chanting, pro British chants, and there's a couple of people with.
What are they saying in particular?
Oh well, it's in a language because you suddenly realise that you are all speaking Irish, and these people are all chanting in a foreign language called some version of Germanic that you don't really understand. And you ask a passerby, and he says, "Yeah, it's some strange English language that they speak. But we try to beat it out of them and teach them Gaelic, but it's making a resurgence."
Excellent.
Brilliant. And our cover story is we're a band, because in the 80s you could look like anything and be a fucking band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are trying.
We're booked for later on this evening for the celebration.
Where are you playing? Where are you playing, Mrs.?
We're playing in Madigan's.
Madigan's.
Yeah.
Madigan's.
Oh no. What's that pub at the top of the corner, facing Christchurch? Peters. The Lord Edward.
The Lord Edward.
Oh,
that's not a great place.
Well, that's where we're booked. They're going to pay us. We don't pay.
Yeah, there's much better places around for bands if you want to hear bands. There's a place across. We're playing. No. There's a much better place across the road.
What?
There's a much better place across the road. The Underground.
The Underground.
Picture. The Underground, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we can.
Okay. Where?
Sorry?
What are they? You're saying they're protesting their barriers. Is there police? Is there guards?
Yeah, there's police, but like it's fairly innocuous. Like they're just keeping an eye. There's no one throwing stuff or whatever. Sorry, what did you say something there about the Underground?
Just like before we go do anything, should we get a bit of currency? Just is there a pawn shop nearby?
Yeah.
Going some of this stuff into actual.
If you do remember, on Georgia Street there was down sort of halfway down. There used to be pawn shops down towards the long room. So.
Yeah.
If we should do it, if you can say when you mentioned it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So we have to go to the. Jim is thinking.
Necklaces.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim is thinking we'll go once we've done that because. Did he mention that the Underground?
Yeah.
It's just just across the road from.
The Underground is here.
Station is there, yeah.
And the gay bar is here.
He said it was ends. I assume. Are we gonna find a musician there?
Yeah.
Bono is arriving. On the sheet, Bono is arriving at 2 p.m.
He's the magical musician.
I fucking do.
So,
if he's a magical musician, I'd like to see if that's I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Okay, Jim, you were looking at the wall. You were looking around there as you were talking about the bands there, and you just rolled an 18. You notice on the wall beside you is a Loads of posters are stuck onto the wall, advertising various different gigs at different times.
Okay. Well, we can go there to the watershed and have a look.
Now the watershed's
Okay. That was on the sheet. Yeah. Because I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't read exactly what it said, but there's watershed.
okay.
Yeah, he's like the sheet on the journal and kind of point at it and point at the poster.
So
Hey, look, yeah,
Yeah, that's why.
watershed.
Watershed in there. You know.
okay. So
Time didn't say.
are you going to you're going to a pawn shop? Are you?
Yeah, we're going to go to the pawn shop first and then to the...
Yeah, I'm not going down the road of a dragon heist of let's spend the evening fucking going for dinner. Okay, so you go to a pawn shop, you do a great deal with your man, and you give over some of your gold, and you get a sufficient amount of punts of the day that you probably feel you got shafted, and he thinks you got a great deal, and but then you robbed him.
Just in the pawn shop that we could get little knickknacks or something.
There is an unusual little square, and he says it's magical, a magical thing, and if you want to take it, you can have it. He throws it in. He goes, there you go, young man, and he throws it at you. And he said, every day you gotta put it on a different colour.
This one's really cute.
So I have to get the street back up there.
Do we know what time it is?
We'll say I think we said Bono was starting in the forecourts. His case was at around 2ish. So let's say it's about 1ish, that sort of way. It's lunchtime.
Okay.
And Thatcher, I think, was 5 o'clock. And the gig is. I think Bono's at 2:30. The gig in the underground is at 6, and Thatcher's starting soon.
Yeah, it says on the
I can't find the
page or whatever. It's on the page, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just how.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Sorry, where's this gone?
It's 1 now, not when we arrived. So when we're finished.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so there we go. There's Dame Street.
We go to Dame Street, fucking, or to the forecourt and kill Bono.
He's probably the magical musician. I wonder why Bono's in trouble.
Bono's not in trouble.
I don't know. When we got him in the...
Bono has taken his landmark court case against you guys for the owning Dalkey Island because you're absentee landlords.
Yeah, we turned up, he said we were absentee landlords, but if we all turned up, he would be freaked the fuck out.
And Dalkey Island, is it?
Huh?
Well, are you going to turn up on Dalkey Island? Or are you going to turn up in on forecourts?
Yeah,
Jim Fitzgerald, 58.
Sorry, Ray.
Do we have any paperwork from that deal we made back in the day?
I don't know. You tell me. You did a deal with him.
We have paperwork. We got it written up.
Adam, do you have the Dalkey Island in your back?
Please.
Bring down the forecourts.
You, Bono.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to disregard everything, and you're just going to go to the forecourts.
We go back in time and get the word Bono trademark.
Yeah, you were in the 1300s. You could have done it then, but you chose not to. Yeah.
We should have gone to the medieval patent office.
Yeah.
Donica, when we go back to 70s, we'll do it in the 70s.
Perfect. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, close your eyes.
Oh.
There's not really much to see here. I'm going to leave it. I haven't got it fogged out, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So there's nothing you'll see there. So you cross the bridge, and you're now outside the forecourts.
Very good.
Well, you don't think we should go in?
Oh, sorry, that was a manhole cover I took with me. I thought you were going to come up underground, but anyway, you just walked over there. So.
Okay.
The element of surprise.
So yeah, in the forecourts, which there is only 2 courtrooms because the forecourts refers to Circuit District Supreme and High Court. So you walk in, and the main. Sorry, I'll just give you the lay of the land. Whacker would know that. Whacker's able to tell you quite well what's the story is of the forecourts. So this is the sort of central area where there's steps up, and there's a courtroom over here. The main courtroom is over here, and then there's a courtroom over here, and the law library is out the back, and there's various different offices and lockers and stuff around the place. And there's sort of like there's a reception desk in the corner, say, where there's a security guy, an usher, or whatever they call them, clerk or whatever.
In what court are we in against Bono?
So
should we try to intercept Bono, you know, as if we're making a deal on the steps, and just ask him, is he this fucking magical musician? What does he know about magical music?
Okay, so
You can try that. If you think you just go to court and screw him, and anyway.
so as you're talking, in walks this guy here, and he's wearing and he's wearing sunglasses, and the clerk shouts over him, "Take them off indoors now, come on." Take off the sunglasses. And he goes, "Oh God, I've got an eye condition. I've got scoliosis of the eyeball." So anyway, Bono's into a bit of an argument with the clerk. Wants him to take off his sunglasses. So Bono reluctantly takes off his sunglasses. Or this guy takes off his sunglasses, and the security guy goes, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm Paul fucking Hewson. I'm here for my day of reckoning."
Okay. Oh, we go, Mr. Houston, yes.
Yes, yeah, I can't. I'm quite busy now. I can't be signing autographs.
Start waving the piece of paper.
Yeah, I was told I can't be signing autographs. It's a very old piece of paper. But
Island, this is the paper.
the paperwork for what? For Docky Island? What do you mean the paperwork? Oh yeah. So he looks at it and he says, "Oh yes, I've seen a copy of this, and my brief has a copy of this that he got from the stuff. Yeah. So yes, you've a copy of it as well." Well.
Yeah, so we're each of the descendants of the owners.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but that's not that. That's irrelevant because we're taking this action because the land has been held hostage from the people of Ireland, from Tirna Gael, and it's. You shouldn't be able, no one person or four people should be able to have that much wealth and have that much property.
To have a shitty small island.
Bono was a dick in this timeline as well.
Square footage of Docky Island.
So if you don't want us to have it, but you want to have it for yourself,
I don't want to have it for myself. I want to have it and have it as a commune for artists to retreat. And I've got this fucking Idra. I mean, a young lad who'll give me a hand called Glenn Hanser, and he'll look after it. And because God love him, he wouldn't get a job fucking singing because he's shite. But
Docky Island is 0.09 of a square kilometre, so no one in Ireland should be allowed to own 0.09 square kilometres.
No one in Ireland should be able to own an island. No man is an island, and no man can own another man.
Ireland is an island.
And nobody owns it, little man. Nobody owns it.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know fucking anything about Docky Island. I thought it was massive. You know.
Who owns the island?
Nobody owns the island. The people own the island, man.
No, we have our deed here.
And you shouldn't have it. But you shouldn't have it, little man. You shouldn't.
Why not?
Because nobody should be able to own an island.
You just want to annex it. Is it you just want to move
See,
in?
this is like the oppression that you're putting on the poor British people. You're just annexing land.
Law states if we have this piece of paper, you are not the judge.
No, I'm not the judge. No, the judge is a very learned man in that one of these two rooms over here, and he will decide on whether anyone should have it. But this corrupt nation now oppresses.
About the courts. Whacker here is very familiar with the courts.
Is he your brief? Is he your brief?
Hey, can I just ask you a question? If we, have you ever heard of such a thing as a magical musician?
Well,
Put that yourself.
well, people say that what I produce is transcends the 8 notes that make the scale.
Into the sentence.
Sorry, you were so irate there. You cut out.
I said, the question was, have you ever heard of a magical musician? Put it down yourself.
Well, we're all magical in you too, in our own little way. And I should talk.
It's anybody, a musician.
Yeah. Well, you know, people think. Well, they're all musicians in that band, except the guy who plays the bass. He's fairly shit. Adam Clayton isn't up to much. So the clerk of the court comes across and he goes, Mr. Bono, Mr. Houston, I've just been sent out to tell you that due to His Majesty in appearing and having the British woman over, he's given a half day to all public buildings. So the court is closed. So we're going to your case is going to be kicked back a couple of weeks.
Excellent.
So.
I mean, that's terrible news.
Yeah. So Bono goes, it's typical of this state. Typical. So he starts wandering off out the door.
But you never told us where we can find a magical musician.
He said, look around, you, my dear. Magic is everywhere. Look in the trees. Look at the little bird with its leaf in its mouth. Oh, I must write that down. That sounds good. And he wanders off and muttering to himself. And he gets into this very flash car that's beside him and drives off. Tears off up the road.
I'm not sure how I feel about Bono. He's a bit of a dick sometimes. He's not a bit of a dick other time. These days, he's a dick all the time.
Well, if you remember the Wikipedia page, this was the landmark case that stopped people in Ireland thinking he was a dick at all. People thought he was a real sort of a hero of the working man, stopping these 4 knobs owning an island.
Why can't we own an island?
Well, look what happened with Charlie High.
Yeah. In a trickle on. Did this still on?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, well.
Not what Bono thinks, it's what the law says. And if we have this piece of paper that says Dalkey Island is ours, that's the law.
You're so right wing. You weren't saying that. You're so right wing. You weren't saying that when you were marching up O'Connell Street when the law said everyone had to have water meters. You didn't give a shit about the law then, did you?
Come for that. You know,
Okay, guys. So the usher is ushering you out because he wants to go away on a half day, because King Patrick O'Neill has told all public workers that they're on a half day.
So it's the underground, the castle.
Well, the castle.
5 p.m. and this is lunchtime or something.
Yeah, the castle. 2:30. Maggie Thatcher arrives at the castle at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah. So it's an hour from now.
Oh, okay, so if you are going to the castle, you're not going to be able to walk up into it. It is going to be cordoned off with police and army. Not so much about Thatcher. She's not really thought of as a threat. She's just a little rural place that they occupy. But certainly the king himself is going to be there. So.
Are we going in the sewers again, lads? Like the last time to get into the castle.
That's what I was going to say to you in the future. I ran a thing on your wine, Ray. I did a little YouTube video. On the price, on the value of your wine. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't.
I'll send a link to you. And you can watch it afterwards.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So that was what I forgot to say to you. So yeah, if you're you're not going to get in the front door without getting arrested.
No.
Yeah, but we have to find it.
Okay, that's what I need to do. Like,
Where would all the magical musicians hang out, I wonder?
it's going to be the king.
Well, we could. Well, look. I mean, we can. I think that going to the watershed gig in the underground is going to be our best bet, but that's not until 6.
Why?
If we got back there by 5, yeah, then I mean we go check out Dublin Castle, and if we get in trouble, if they arrest us or something, or if they're about to arrest us, we could tear the page out of the book, go back to 2022, and then just do a little reset.
Yeah.
So are you going?
There might be something in the castle.
Okay.
Gotta kill time anyway.
It's either that or go to the zoo, and I did not create a fucking zoo in Winter's floor planner. Well, not yet. I'll have it ready.
It's either that or we go get baked in a coffee shop
yeah.
for a few hours. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be up for a
Coffee shop for a few hours.
watershed afterwards.
Watershed for a few pints.
Okay. So, where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Are you going back to the? Well, you were saying the sewer. Are you going to the sewers or are you going to the?
Well, I'm just saying, are we
Just
going?
thinking-
Why are we going to the castle? For no reason other than to kill Mikey Thatcher.
Because it was in the book.
Thinking to kill them.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
But the
I
Bono
can't.
thing didn't.
Page. I'm missing the kind of. I think I'm missing the page, am I?
Oh, I think it went into the Discord.
Yeah. No, I don't.
It's
Yeah,
find the
it's in
musicians.
the Discord.
It's in Discord.
It's above the thing. There's the Bible. It's just under the Wikipedia pages. There was
Wikipedia
an
page.
extra one.
Oh, find the musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an extra one, I think.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Okay. Shot rings out.
And it's Dublin sky.
Right.
That's the first line is Sunday, Bloody Sunday, but it's not a Dublin.
Yeah.
No,
I
Pride.
feel like Thatcher
Pride.
is going to get killed.
It's the first line of Pride.
Oh, Pride, yeah. I knew it was one of those two
Yeah.
songs.
Actually, it's
Pride
one of the
the
few
Hint.
songs I like it. Huh?
Yeah, is it?
Is Pride the hint?
Oh, she got to Rainbows then.
Well, yeah.
2 p.m. What time is it now?
You've just missed Bono, yeah. Whatever time he was there, 2 p.m. or. So it's about 2:05 now. It's 2:15.
We could go to the Rainbows then if Pride is a hint, because Rainbows is gay.
Yeah.
Dame Street. Where is Pride?
Rainbows is on Dame Street.
And the underground is on
Yeah,
Dame
that's
Street.
where we popped in, I think, yeah. Dame
Okay,
Street.
wow.
Yeah.
It says it there, and that's perfect Pride. And then what's Watershed?
And,
That's
yeah.
the name of the band playing in the underground. At 5.
Are they the musicians?
Yeah.
I mean, the Bono thing was in the page, and Jim was just thinking, it's like, well, that was on the page, but I mean, I don't know what significance it's had. It might come back and bite us in the
Yeah, and
earlier end, but I
I
don't think. Yeah.
don't think if we kill Maggie Thatcher, it's going to cause something weird to happen in the 70s. That's why he wants us to kill Maggie Thatcher. It's too tempting. It's too tempting for us all just to go up there and fucking smash our
Well,
head in.
would it mess up the 70s? Because we'd be going back.
Backwards then.
Yeah.
But even, why do you want to kill Maggie Thatcher?
I don't know. I just
No, I think it's timeline. We're here to deal.
You still can't
I'm only thinking if it's in the book, then
That's the one here.
maybe something happens. I don't know, the Carrie or the other cultists show up or something.
Piece of the harp.
Sorry?
Huh?
Yeah. We're still looking for pieces from the harp.
No, you have all the bits of the harp.
No.
The musician is. You need a musician to assemble them for you.
It's make the harp.
Yeah.
We're going to the war. We're this band. These are the musicians that are pushing us towards the thing. If there's a magical musician there in the band, and that can put the harp together.
Yeah.
I'm
We need
That's
it.
what Jim was thinking. Yeah.
Have a few drinks and and then go to underground.
Yeah.
I think so.
So, sorry, what are you doing first?
We're going to a coffee shop and then a pub.
Okay. Well, most pubs are coffee shops in Ireland.
We can go to the waterfront now and wait for the band.
Go to Foggy Jew. It's next door. It's around the corner from you.
You want to go to the Foggy Chew? Okay.
Go to Foggy Jew, have a few drinks, and then when it's
Don't
time to
regret
go to the
any
water, to the underground, it's only 2 minutes away.
Okay. So you're wandering up. You're going to cross the Liffey. and you're heading. You're going to head up, and you are going to go to. I'd have gone to Brussels or Bartley Duns or somewhere, but anyway. So you arrive outside. Sorry, just get your tokens. It's Tiger Witches.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's popped in there, yeah.
Okay, so who am I missing? Whacker.
Okay.
On you.
Whacker.
Yeah, and there you are.
Adam.
Yeah, there you go. 5 of you are there.
There.
So where Torvi's standing is there's a door into the pub.
Into the foggy.
Okay, so you're gonna go in, I presume. Let me just get the fog thingy up. So I have to cut away. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong thing here. And cut away. So you go into and you see it's fairly. It is what it is. Kip, yeah.
Kip, yeah. That's the nuance of it.
Yeah, but it's a nice bar. So covered in blood. So yeah, you walk in and there's a few people around. Whatever day it is, I think it's a Friday. So yeah, it's busy enough. Like it's not as busy as it's going to be later, you know. But
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have it.
We'll go to the bar and order a drink and look for an empty table where we can all.
There's plenty of empty tables. So the barman.
Presumably that's that stage, Phil, presumably.
That's a stage, a little dance floor in the corner. This is actually this is the Plough. It's not the Foggy Jew, but I only was going to one generic pub because that's where there's stairs. So that's stairs down to the Plough. Remember the little tiny dance floor in the corner of the Plough. So this is the Plough, but fuck it, it's the Foggy Jew. And it's every other pub that you decide to go into Dublin is this one. So with the exception of Brussels, is done differently. You.
We cannot. And does he know of any magical musicians? Has he ever heard of magical
We can ask about work. What do they know about them? You know, we'll you go to the gig, whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking for the barman. Oh, here he is. So he comes in and he goes, "Oh, how are you? How's it going? What story?"
Yeah, you're out in the country.
Give us 5 of whatever these people are having.
5.
I'll have a snake bite. You have
A
to
snake bite, yeah. Or a red witch.
Oh.
Snake. Oh, a lady after my own heart. If it's not the snake bite, it's the red witch.
I'll have a pint of Bulmers, yeah.
Bulmers.
Bulmers.
That's a kid's drink. Do you not have a man's drink? No. Would you not have a man's drink? Like Baby Sham? No. Okay. So he goes out. Clonmel champagne, yeah. So 2 Clonmel champagnes, a snake bite, and you sort of the bearded fella.
An appletini.
An appletini.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, apple.
Oh, you're from Scotia.
Call Torvi.
You're one of the Scotia lads, are you?
I am indeed.
Yeah. So what do you think of your one from the south of you coming up? Thatcher. So he's getting his drinks out.
Don't
I
give
tell
it.
you what, mate. I don't know what to think. This is the hardest thing that's happened to me for weeks.
You might have a brain tumor, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, drinks are out. Fairly shitty looking glasses, haven't been cleaned, even though he's cleaning something there. So yeah, and here's your Baby Sham. Sorry.
Give him a tip, because then you give us a good thing. You have to give the barman a tip.
In the 80s. Cheers. Are you? I haven't had a tip now since some Americans came in once. But anyway, yeah, I'll kindly take it. So.
There you go. Have a day for no.
So yeah, so if you're not over here for the your one arriving, what brings you into the city centre today?
Go see Watershed a bit later.
Watershed. Who's Watershed?
Around the corner.
Oh, Asher, there's bands in every pub. So we've a dance. We've an What? No, I seen some of their posters up there. I think they're a punk or an alternative or indie or something they call themselves, or sponge or grunge or something. But sure, there's a jukebox over there in the corner, and you can put in. I got one of ABBA's newest Dancing Queen there. It's on track number C7 is Dancing Queen. If you wanna, I can put some change. Do you want some change for the jukebox?
No, why not?
Go on.
Yeah. So it goes off
to
to
that
the
bone.
right, and he gives you some.
We say we don't like dabble, but we all know all the words to all the other songs.
So he gives you a load of tenpenny pieces.
Anthony.
One.
You putting on at it?
I'm putting on
Yeah, so Dancing Queen.
C7.
Yeah, C7. So the jukebox springs to life.
Only 17.
And everyone's got a bit of a dance on, a bit of a jig going on. No, that'd be more my sort of music now. The old, the Scandinavian stuff.
Yeah.
You take a look around the bar, and any of them look like music fans that might be going to see Watershed and are here for a few drinks.
There's about two. I'll just drop a couple of people in here. There's one guy that looks like he's a €4 away from £40 away from being homeless, and there's someone there who's she looks like she's just getting ready to be working on the street later. So yeah, no, they don't really. They look fairly dregs of people, like. The Foggy Jew isn't the place of sophistication that it is now.
No, we never was.
No,
Yeah,
not in
well,
'84.
a bit of a mute house bar, you know, they coming out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there's a guy in the corner called Ty Clark there. Yeah, he's looking a bit like he's about to get arrested. Yeah, look, there's a few people around, but none of them they look like they probably come in there when the pub opens and leave never and sleep there.
So we don't mind. Give us an old joint there as well, will you, while you're at it?
Yeah, so he goes, would you like some Moss Isley or some Adam Hills?
I'll have one of these.
Yeah, so off he goes. Right, so there you go.
Nice one.
Wacker's just going to go over to the two individuals in the bar and just say, you know, how's it going? What has you...
Oh, your boss? What story? Oh, sure, you know yourself, just hanging around, like, waiting for something to happen.
Waiting for something to happen. What might happen?
Oh, I don't know. Something just happened there. Someone put on Dancing Queen there a minute ago, so that was a bit of, that was a bit of excitement.
You're not getting out of those, pal. You don't see the bands around the place.
I do. I'd have a bit of an interest now in some of the music. Yeah, I would. Yeah. As my accent goes between everything. But anyway, yeah, I do. Yeah, there's some good bands around. There's a good band down the road tonight there in the underground.
Yeah, we're here to see them Watershed.
Oh no, not them. I was thinking of Over the Top. Watershed. Yeah, them. Yeah, they sometimes support Aslan. They're shite, Aslan are, but the Watershed. Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a bit of pogo music, like, if you know what I mean.
Sure, we may as well buy a round for the whole pub since there's only 3 of them.
And with that, 300 people come out of the back room here. That's fucked up. Okay, so yeah.
That bathroom barely held one skinny person.
Yeah. So
They had sex toilets in the Foggy Jew in the 80s before they were trendy.
yeah, actually, that's not toilets. That's the storeroom. I forgot to put toilets in there. So it's fairly. It's fairly.
Leader in there.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone perks up when you get around the drinks and they're getting a bit suspicious though as well. But so yeah, delighted with you. You'll be the talk of the town, the talk of the pub for months.
So tell us, do you know what about this band, Watershed?
Just say where we going.
We're going to see them, but we see nothing about them. Where they from? What do they do?
I think they're from the north side.
About them, special.
How many is?
I think there's. I think I've seen them a couple of times. I think they're from Cabra or Finglas or Ballymun or somewhere over there. I think they're a 4-piece band. Like you too, but not shite.
Okay, great. Look. Yeah, it's been good talking to you.
Yeah. I'll have another drink there if you're...
Don't push it.
Alright, so are we just going to stay here and wait until it's like 4ish and go around to the underground then? Or are we just going to go around the underground?
Well, if these people can tell us anything genuine, we can understand, you know. But then, are we just waiting for the gig?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the gig.
Okay, well, time moves on. So, time moves on. Right, so it's now, I don't know what, it's coming up to 5 o'clock.
Right, we go around to the underground.
Okay, so I'll throw you back up on Dame Street, since you
No,
decide.
I have no ID, fuck this.
So, as you're coming out, a load of black, fogged windowed limousines just streak past, heading toward, with diplomatic flags on them. So Thatcher has left Ireland
Go on, you
safely.
Spill the fuck over.
Yeah, I really thought you'd go and kill her, but anyway.
See?
Well, you have no idea how badly Jim. It's like he's like she's. Is it if it was the same Thatcher from?
Well, it is a greengrocer's daughter, but like different circumstances. But I had well, I won't say anything just in case she does come back now. In case you go back into this timeline again and decide to kill her. So you're back where you started. So we have the underground is about here, and Rainbows is here.
Well,
And there's other stuff.
what time is it? 4 o'clock or 5?
About 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, excuse me. And you're coming down from this sort of direction.
So if they're supporting, they'll be starting, you know, if it's 5 o'clock, it could be fucking 6:30. So we can't really do too much before going in. We need to.
Well, the poster didn't say anything about them supporting anyone. It was just your man said they sometimes did. But look, let's not get into technicalities about who's supporting who.
I put your nerve there, didn't I?
Well, should we go straight in the band or should we go to the rainbow thing?
So,
With the pride thing and all, it was a bit of a hint.
Yeah, I think so. A hint.
You think it was a hint, Annika?
I think that's the hint, is it?
Yeah. You went to rainbow school, so just have one quick pint and suss it
Okay.
out.
right, so,
Nobody on time for a band, let's face
Okay.
it. We like going in.
Yeah.
right, okay,
Those rainbows are there.
2 seconds.
Normal time, yeah.
In the 80s, rainbow.
2 seconds there. I'll, where the fuck? Oh, yeah, there's, sorry, I'm just trying to find the fog tool. So, yeah, you walk.
Let's have a quick-
Oh, fuck, sorry. Whoa. Shit, don't look at that.
Okay.
Look away, look away, look away.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, look.
Cute, cute.
Yeah, you didn't see any of that, did you? So, okay, so, yeah, you go into Rainbows, and it is, so there's, yeah, someone in drag-ish, sort of, and there's a pool table, and some people playing pool, and there's some people sitting around, and
Okay.
nothing much happening, to be honest.
What time is the meant to be starting here? It's meant to be kicking off at 5, is it?
It was kicking off at
4?
6-ish, and it's just gone 5 there now.
Okay.
Gonna pretend. Is playing in here? Is this the wrong place for the band? Sorry.
Oh no, we don't have. We often have drag acts here and stuff, but there's no bands. If you want to go to a band, you need to go next door. The Underground have a band on tonight.
I don't recall the one. Have you ever heard talk of a magical musician?
Well,
There was a story, a
Do-
Robin story in you know, we heard.
there was a bloke in here who tried to take me home, and he told me he had a magical flute, but
Quite what we Okay. There.
no, the band next door are quite good. It's just you go there.
Yeah,
What
that's
did
what I
this?
think we should do.
Okay. Okay, thanks very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Bye. Come back soon. Come back soon.
Well,
Oh, sorry. We go down to this one, so.
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so there's a stairway leading down. Oh shit. Sorry. That's all wrong, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh fucking hell. Sorry. Right. Okay.
Oh.
This map has gone all over the place. So you'll probably see loads of stuff now. That is.
It's all nothing.
Yeah. So I don't know why this is. It's done it again. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna have to cut away at this. So.
Okay.
Right, there's a stairwell there where Adam is. So those of you who don't know the underground, it's just a door on the street and it's straight down into stairs and into a pub, into a bar.
Into an underground pub.
I don't know why I know that. I'm not sure I was in it.
So, right, let me just show up some more of it there. So, yeah, you walk down and what you see is there is. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, so straight opposite. So what you're looking at here is you have a bar in the corner, and you have your stairs. You have a stage at the end there, which is that sort of wooden thing, and there are people on the stage, and there's tables and stuff around here. There appears to be like an office door here to the back of the bar. And there are some musicians, or people that claiming to be musicians, on the stage going 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 testing 1 2 2 2. So you have various people, and I've just labelled them there. So you've there's 4 people, and there's a guy on a mixing desk over here, and then there's these band lads, and there's a guy at the bottom of the stairs who's sort of cleaning up or whatever, and then there's bar staff around the place.
Oh, I'm looking, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. Okay.
So there's no security or tickets.
No, it's the underground never had a cover charge.
Okay.
No security.
There's security be there to keep you in there.
And then as the night got longer and later, the drinks got dearer and dearer, so you were drunker and drunker. You asked the barman. Can we have 5 snake bites? 4 snake bites and an appletini.
And an appletini. Yeah, of course you can. So she goes off and she's getting the bestest of cider and the bestest of lager and mixing them together. And she goes, I do it properly here. It's I'm using harp, only the good stuff. So yeah, she's making up your snake bites and your appletini.
Okay.
There you go, my dear. Sorry, my dear.
Are they any good?
They wouldn't be my type, but the young crowd seem to like them. They'll be jumping around later with mad things.
And you ever hear of a magical musician?
A magical musician. I've heard of a lot of things. There was a fella no, I haven't. No, that doesn't really mean much to me. Yeah, no. Like, I mean, Coleman there now on the desk. He's quite good. Like, he can make the shittiest of bands sound good. But he's not a musician really. But
we laugh at him anyway.
Yeah. Jim's gonna go kind of wandering over age. He's gonna bring Ty with him, just
okay.
Or maybe not actually, because.
So the toilets are there on the stage, so you have to cross past the band to get to the toilets. That's the toilet door there. It's the only other part.
No, yeah, he's just going up to the band, and is there a smoking ban in 1984?
No.
This timeline?
No.
Way.
Yeah. So
There probably should be in the underground because there's one entrance and one exit, and it's all made of highly flammable plastic carpet. But there isn't. No.
He wouldn't know. Actually, he wouldn't know if a smoking ban had been instituted in.
Yeah.
I don't know, like 1954 or something.
Yeah.
Because of what we did. So he'll spark up a joint that he took with him, and he's be asking any of them. He's like, looking forward to the gig, lads. Best of luck.
So the red-haired fella goes, I don't know, there might be, the red-haired fella, the singer, goes, I don't know, there might be no gig if we can't agree on a fucking set list.
He's just like, it's a bit of an odd one for you, but I've been a bit interested in taking up a bit of music myself in a bit late in life, but I've got one at home, but does any of you play the harp or ever play the harp before?
Harp?
Or know anything about that instrument?
Is this some sort of Scottish joke about like pissing in Bovril or something? Is it? Is this sort of Billy Connolly thing?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't joke about harps.
The only
just interested. Do you know anything about harps? Because I got one back home that I got off an old relative, and I thought I might pick it up. If it was, I don't know, is it
electric? Is it an electric harp?
Yeah.
Is it an electric harp?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, we wouldn't be into it if it wasn't electric.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I was sitting there at home, and I thought maybe I'll learn how to play.
Yeah, well, look, our guitarist and our bass player can't even play those instruments, let alone something like a harp.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not.
It's a bit broken up. I might need somebody to fix it.
Oh, there's a music shop, music maker up off Capel Street. They sell guitars and stuff, and there might be a guy up there who might be able to repair it.
Give it a look. All right, cheers, lads. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fucking Egypt.
So I'm going to ask the engineer the same thing as Jim about like having a harp and we need someone to fix it.
Okay, so whilst the band are under the assumption that they're really cool and they're wearing crepes and have all got flat top haircuts and shaved at the back and partially dyed and other sort of stuff, the engineer guy is really opposite of cool to them. He's wearing a Lord Anthony jacket and he's got these big free glasses on. He's looking very not cool. Probably wearing cords.
So what I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say the same thing that Jim said to the band about for someone to repair. Seeing as bands are always idiots and the engineers are the smart guys.
Yeah. He goes, well, you're asking the wrong. This crowd here, they wouldn't be up to much. He says my grandfather used to make musical instruments, all right, but
Oh. And did he pass that talent on down to your good selves, or?
Well, he always said it was a vocation and an ability, not that you needed to be. Really, that there were fairly basic things. It was just you needed a special touch with them, and he was great. He was quite talented at making instruments and stuff, and he made violins and he made bowrons and he made lutes and bazookas and no, he never made a zither. He would have been quite.
Like the man we're looking for. Is he still around?
Oh, he's dead.
And did any of your family take up the tradition now?
No. Wait. I had a cousin.
When did he pass?
He died in 1976.
He died in 1976.
Yeah.
Was he from Dublin? Did he live around here? Or?
Yeah, we're all from Cabra.
He's from Cabra. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what was his name? I'm just interested.
His name was, it's funny you should say that. I have the same name as him. He was Coleman Gilligan.
Oh.
Ah.
And are you only good at picking instruments? Have you ever tried?
Yeah. Is his grave well guarded?
He was cremated. He was cremated. And I've messed a bit. I'm doing engineering, like, and I've always, like, I wouldn't, my mother wouldn't let me do woodwork in school, but I do a bit of engineering and electronic engineering and stuff. That's where I know some of these Muppets from. I go to Kevin Street.
Could you? I mean, in theory, could you make an electric harp?
Well, yeah, you could, like, because there's two ways. You could either put a microphone in the sound body, or you would have to. Yeah, that's really probably the only way you could do it, because you wouldn't be able to put pickups across the strings, even though the strings are probably metal in a harp for that sort of a tension. Not that I know much about harps, but I'd imagine the tension's quite strong. So yeah, you'd have to put a pickup in the sound body. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I don't know much about harps, but that's probably the way you do it. I'd imagine, if I was to guess.
Oh, instrument makers that would be around here that maybe your father trained or your grandfather trained or apprentice.
Did you ever tinker around with stuff with them? Have you ever?
I'd have, yeah.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces. I'd have tinkered around with, as he says that. Jim, you notice Adam's backpack is sort of vibrating.
Okay,
And is Adam's over with us? Is he?
Yeah, Adam's beside you. He's there in the corner. Look, he's standing behind the engineer with a fucking lightsaber about to go into the back of his head.
Yeah, he might be like. He's like. Would you? I mean, I know it's a bit out of left field. I know you said you don't really know much about it, but you know a lot more than any of us. He's like, would you? If we showed you something, and he kind of nudges Adam, he's like, if do you think you could put something back together if
like we've loads of gold and money to pay it.
See what you think.
Okay. Throw it up onto the table there behind you.
And did your grandfather ever say when you were tinkering with him that you hadn't touched like he had?
He said I was touched, but my mother says that as well. So I'll just bring this barrel with me for some random reason. I'll just bring the music there. So yeah, put it on the table there.
Yeah.
On the table there.
So as you take it out, you do notice as Coleman approaches it, the parts seem to be definitely. They're not moving, but they appear to be moving, if you know what I mean. It's like it's phasing in and out. There's something really weird happening with them. And whilst there is no noise coming off them, you just kind of hear something. And this guy who's sitting at the bar there, at the table there, starts looking around. Everyone starts looking over. Everyone notices it. And even the lads in the band are turning around to look. So everybody notices something. But as Coleman he moves his sort of hand away or backs away a bit from it, and it sort of dies down. But there's definitely some reaction to him, all right.
Okay.
And he goes, "Wow!" He says.
Nothing the man we're looking for.
So he picks up a bit of it, and he's able to. He goes, he says, "This is really weird. This is really weird." He says, "It's like it's telling me." He said, "That's silly. It couldn't be. It couldn't be."
Ew.
What do you think it says?
It's like it's telling me to put this bit to that bit, and this bit goes here.
Well, give it a go there, so you might as
But
well.
as he does that, it's definitely something, and it becomes more noticeable. But you hear this huge crash.
I'm just gonna look. Okay, never mind.
Sorry, what did I say?
I was just going to say I'm kind of looking around, seeing is anyone paying attention, anyone else in the bar paying attention to us.
Oh, everyone's looking at you. And this sensation as Coleman starts touching the harp becomes really noticeable. Not auditory, but you can just get this sense of it. And you can hear this from the distance. You can hear all this crashing and smashing and bashing. And it seems to be getting louder. Smashing and crashing.
Right, look.
So out of the door by where the toilets were, this thing just emanates and bites the head off the drummer and rips his head off.
He didn't hurt any of the musicians.
It just ripped out. No, he didn't. Thankfully, thankfully. So
you call somebody who hangs around with musicians?
A drummer. Yeah. Okay, so Let's do. We're going to be finishing soon. Oh, we have 20 minutes. Let's do an initiative check. So please.
I rolled 2 and 2 is 4.
2. Sorry. 1984. 2, 4. You rolled 4. Okay.
18 for
Oh, shit.
Jim.
Sorry.
I'll just write it down. No, I'm just going to write down what they both got.
Okay, Adam, you rolled 4. Okay, 4.
Whacker was 14.
14 for Whacker. Okay.
Oh, with 6.
Sophie 6. Jesus Christ, guys.
Jim's 18 and Tig is 12.
Tig is 12. Okay, that is everyone. So let's complete that round there. And okay, so let's see, where are we? So first up, this guy. Now, none of you seem to notice the fact that Chewie has been missing the whole time.
I did notice, but he jumped with us because he wasn't with us when we went back to the.
Yeah.
queue.
So yeah, Chewie is nowhere to be seen. Whatever happened in the 70s. Okay, Jim, you're up.
Right. He's okay. So
What? Just give me 2 seconds. I just want to run to the middle. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Do you say anymore? Just give me 2 seconds.
Are we just going to get the? Should we surround the engineer and get him to finish building the harp?
Immediately, and then, she always comes back and takes them off us immediately, so we have to get it built, but this dude is obviously stopping us from doing that.
Yeah. So should we surround the engineer? Do you think, Donica?
Yeah, I think the engineer might get a bit panicky. That was the only problem. So I'm just looking to see does.
Yeah, I'll keep Tig next to him because
Sure.
if needs be, if he tries to run, Tig can grapple him, which it's not going to do any damage. Like he can grab a hold of him.
Cast command on him and just tell him to, I don't know, build or repair or something. You know what I mean? I'll just try and
Yeah,
command.
yeah.
He'll have
He's better work.
Yeah. Just work.
I'm sure it gets built.
And if
He
it
might start working on the deck.
if he keeps working away, I'll try hold person. Well, I can always hold person. I can always keep him. Anyway.
Yeah, I think Jim's gonna do just the cantrip on this thing to see.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one thing.
How nasty it is.
I'm just gonna say one thing to you. That thing that came in ripped off the head of one of the band members, not the musicians, fairly easily. The engineer that you need for the harp is probably no more stronger. He's only wearing a Lord Anthony jacket, so he's not going to be a level 6 wizard or anything. So you need him alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Tig's gonna be kind of going up. Well, actually, Tig is plan B. Plan A is Adam is.
Okay.
If he gets a bit spooked, Adam is gonna command.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
So this is Jim. Jim is actually, because we need this guy alive. I think Jim is gonna maybe not 3rd level, but okay, maybe will I just do 3rd level? Shit. Just give me 1 second. I just need to. Okay. Yeah. He'll. He's gonna do 2nd level. He's gonna cast Scorching Ray at this thing. So, gonna be 3 bolts or 3 rays of fire at it. So I'll just do 3 attack rolls. So the first one is what's that? 5 plus 7, so 12 to hit.
No.
This second one 22.
Yeah.
And the third one is 22 again.
Yeah, okay, obviously 2 get through.
2 hits, that's so 46. What's that? Oh, Jesus, it's almost says 8 fire damage.
Okay, fire damage.
There's 2 of these.
So the building's now on fire.
4, 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he takes it, doesn't seem to phase it at all, and
He's just going to move back a bit to here.
Okay, so that's Jim. Right, Whacker.
Whacker just step out a little, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, that gets through.
So that's a 2d8. That's 14 damage.
That's a nice bit of damage. Okay, yeah, so 14 damage to it. Sorry, where's it gone? 14. That door is smashed and is here, you know, like that's into the toilet, so you can Ty can sort of see in there a bit into the toilets. Okay, so next up is okay, sorry. Right, that's Ty, you're up.
Yeah. Because people are already around them, so I think Tig is gonna guess here to just get up next to the engineer and kind of
Block him out.
you know protect him. He's just putting his back up to him, and he's getting he's gonna ready his action so that if anything comes within 5 feet of the engineer, he's gonna smack it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all he's doing, yeah?
Attack. Yep.
Okay, so out from the toilet.
Sorry, and he's raging. He's raging as a frenzy rage as a bonus action.
There's another creature comes out there called Toilet. Oh, sorry, that's my fault. I'll just take him there now. You can now see him. I should have. I never revealed him and where this guy was. On the right. Okay. So yeah, there. See. So he comes out there. He's going to use his. Just make sure his. Da 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 da. Okay. So make sure. Right. Okay. So yeah, he's going to use his second action, his attack action, to run in, and he's engaged. He's going to go for a Whacker. He's engaged Whacker. So that's him. That's all he does. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that is him. Yeah, Toilet. The Lucrata itself is going to. He is going to run in as well. He's going to jump over these bodies, and he is going to go to there, and he's going to lock onto Torvi, and he's going to do 2 attacks. So the first one is a +6. So that's not getting through. 9. So the first one misses. So that was he tried to bite you, and now he's using his hooves. So he's going to try and kick you again. 6 +6 to this. So 21. I presume that gets through. So he does 1d8 +4 damage to you. So he does 9 damage, Torvi, to you.
Okay.
And he is now, because he attacked with his hooves, he can disengage for free. So he uses the rest of his movement to come around here.
Okay.
And as you're looking at that, on the stage you hear this noise, and this guy appears out of behind of one of the amplifiers, and he runs 5, 10, 25. He gets beside Whacker, and he is going to make 3 attacks with daggers. So he's going to stabby. So he's +4 to this. So that's his first one. Is 8-12, doesn't get through, I'd say. Second one, 9-13.
That's a hit, yeah.
That's a hit, okay. And then the last one is not. So so he gets one hit, which is a D4 plus 2 piercing damage, D4. So he does you 6 damage.
Jeez, you got the whole lot.
So that's him, and he's now swinging off you. And then you can hear noise. Smashy smash. Smashy smash. And then blown out of the door there comes another one of these creatures and latches onto the barman. That's Wes. And Torvi, you're up.
Okay, the Torvi moves here. And I'm going to attack the ball thing that hit me.
Oh, the Lacrotta.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the spear.
Your spear, okay.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay, you've 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Well,
15.
yeah, but before that, you're not going to be able. You've already thrown the spear, so you won't be able to use the spear for your second one.
Okay, that's no problem.
So
I
yeah,
can use the
I'll just get the.
short bow. Yeah?
Yeah, sure, yeah. So we'll just throw the spear there. You missed him, so the spear landed there. We'll say. Okay, so you did 2 damage, is it, or 15? Let me see. Did 15 actually get through? Yeah, you got. So that's 2 damage. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So are you moving?
I know, I'm going to stay here.
And don't forget, you've your what's it called? You've your other thing. Your bonus one-off special attack.
That, 'cause we
Yeah,
need
keep
to
that
check
one.
it.
Yeah. Right. And okay. So from the beer barrels, appears a fucking creature and jumps on and rips the head off the barmaid. The snake bite goes everywhere. So that's his job. So yeah. So and then we have that, and then Adam.
Right. What's the engineer doing, by the way, at the moment?
What's he what?
What's the engineer doing?
Pissing himself.
You know,
Is he rebuilding? Is he doing anything to put it together, or is he just in shock?
He's just in shock. These demonic things are coming out and killing. They've already killed the drummer of the band. They've just killed the barmaid, and yeah, he's not really. I know he's from Cabra, but he's not from the. No, this is.
Do you think our priority is to get him to keep working, or is it to start killing things?
Okay, he had said possibly just before he came out, if you'd have asked him, it's going to take him a couple of hours to reassemble this. So I would suggest you need to get him to somewhere safe that he can do this.
Yeah.
Start getting out of here or in behind the bar.
Yeah.
You know, the door of the office.
No,
Go for those.
Yeah. We need to get him out of here.
So is it out up the stairs and out, or somewhere in here?
There's only one way in and out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do we
Well-
go for the
It's
stairs?
up the stairs.
Okay, just to recap what happened there. Some of the creatures came from through the toilets, so assuming that they didn't live in the toilets their whole life, there must be some way into the toilets here. Remember, you're underground, and one of the creatures came from the office area, and again, assuming that they don't live in the office area, there must be something in there. So
Yeah, but surely we need to just get out of here.
that's what I'm saying.
We could stack them somewhere, and
Yeah, just try and clear up the stairs.
or at least we could. Better to be backed up against the stairs than to be him backed into a corner.
And we're in the
Ty can try and grab him and be able to, you know what I mean, lift him and carry him.
Worst thing was, can we bring him with us when we tear a page out?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we do that?
You've never tried it.
Have we tried that?
You know, so back to
Because even if we have to, we know where the engine is now. So even if we rip the page and he doesn't come with us, when we go back and re-rip
And we have
the underground and get the engineer.
Are you doing that as your action?
No, I think we're gonna fight on a little bit. We'll try and see if we can.
Okay.
How we get. I see. So, Phil, I'm again lightsaber out, spiritual weapon, and I'm gonna take a swing at this guy.
Oh yeah, and the bar, yeah, beside you.
So that's at level 3. I'm casting spiritual weapon, and I'm taking a roll. That's shocking. No, never mind. 11.
No. Actually, I have him down as bar. He's actually not bar, or not beer. He's bar.
And my rolls keep getting better.
Okay, so that's all you're doing? Yeah.
Fucking ass.
Okay. So we're at the back to the start of the combat tracker. So do you wanna? Well, it's just coming up to 10 o'clock. Do you wanna pause it there?
Yeah.
For
Probably the best place, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you here next week, Donica? Are you?
I'm not. No.
Okay. Right. I think we'll have Mikey back, will we?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Sorry,
I think that's what he said.
Yeah. Okay, so look, we'll pause it there. Hopefully you won't die, Adam. In the meantime, yeah, I think you need to get him to safety. It's going to take like tuning, attunement. It's going to take a period of time. That he's not going to be able to do that while you're all getting attacked. So I think you need to get him out of there. Is probably the logical thing to do. All right.
Phil, do you know how to level up on the?
Yeah. So if you go into your character sheet, you see there's a picture of an anvil with a hammer. I'm not sure if you can do it on the phone. I don't know if you can do it on the phone. Can you do it on the phone? Probably can.
An anvil on it.
Yeah, so that's actually a good thing. If you want to level up to level 6 before next week, do. So that'll give you a bit more extra in the battle. Because you would have done it before we went from Dublin. It was just...
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd actually...
I told Mikey so he knows the Tig's leveling up, so...
Yeah.
Where did you and the hammer was, Phil?
Sorry, I'm just going onto the app because I have it on the character sheet. It's easier to see. Sorry, you were signed out. Please sign in again. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Sorry, I have to re-sign into D&D Beyond. They must have done some terms and conditions update. So on the character sheet there is a picture of an anvil.
I missed it. I'm actually here next week. Sorry.
Oh, brilliant! Excellent. So yeah, level up to level 6. Okay, so I'm just gone into Chewy. Okay, I don't think you can do it on the phone.
Okay, well, where is the anvil and the hammer on the sheet?
Well,
do you see up the top?
Yeah, when on your in. Yeah.
Strength and dexterity.
Okay. Yeah, up above them. You're on your browser, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so up to the top right, you know where there's the campaign of the Black Pig of Dublin?
Yeah.
Do you see is there a thing beside it which is a hammer and an anvil?
No.
Okay, are you not logged into it, so? No, you must be.
Oh, Ray has it. It's Ray on Ray's one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the character editor, you go to the class, and I'm going to have to head off.
Yeah, go on. Thanks. I was going to call you Jim. Thanks, Ben.
See you next week.
If you could.
See you next week, lads.
I'm just going to stop the stream. I'm stopping the stream there. 2 seconds, everyone. So yeah, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll continue this next week.